Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into Funcepto Learning. Today's topic is an interesting one and very close to my heart as well. So the reason why I picked up this particular topic is because I've seen that most of the professionals use this technique incorrectly, and because that it predicts incorrect output, many of the professionals or the operations don't really buy in, or take this tool seriously. So yes, I'm talking about the root cause analysis. Now, in today's session, I'm going to talk about one of the root cause analysis technique in three simple steps, and I'll also share some of the industry experts with you guys, which can help you, reduce some of the common mistakes we make in this particular root cause analysis technique, and also help you get to the right root cause, so that you are able to solve, that particular problem. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to take a scenario where a customer is completely dissatisfied because he or she has not received the product on time or the order on time. And we are going to place a customer experience agent here who is going to solve this or try to understand why this problem occurred, and then see if we can have some measures in place to avoid such kind of delays in future. I'm going to take a end-to-end process here of online e-commerce, a company where you place an order, the order is procured, the order is packed and shipped. Uh, the order reaches the shipment hub and it is out for delivery and reaches the customer. Now, the reason we have brought up this flow here is to kind of identify the multiple touch points that we have within a life cycle of uh, the online order. Now, if you look at here, there are multiple parties also involved, right? From e-commerce company to a supplier, to a seller, or or through a third-party shipment hub, and or through a third-party delivery people, and then it finally reaches the customer. Now, I'm going to identify um, the touch points here. So one of the touch point is, was the order procured on time, right? The second one is, did the seller ship the order on time, right? That's the again second part. Um, did the order reach the hub on time, right? And did the order ship on time from the hub? Now these are four scenarios that you can consider, and then identify where exactly the problem is. Well, what you can do here is you can capture the timestamps from from your ERP, whichever tool that you are, or a CRM, from where you are using this tool, and identify where the delay is. The maximum delay it took place between two different steps can be a problem for you to further analyze. Now, what I'm trying to simply put here is the step one for you guys is to map end-to-end process to identify different touch points of the failure. Now we've mapped the end-to-end process to kind of see what the touch points is. Second point here that I want to bring or highlight to you is identify the touch point which deviated from standard process. Now there could be a delay in the process, there could be a hold on the in between of the process, there could be a roadblock in between of the steps of the process. Now I'm assuming that there is some problem here, that the order did not ship from the shipment hub on time. I'm assuming that this is a problem from the data that I've seen, that it took a long time from the time it reached the hub till the customer, and that could be the 10 days that I'm assuming here. Now this becomes a base for me to do further analysis. Now there could be one of the touch, there could also be multiple touch points that you could see as a potential for you to further analyze. So I'm just taking one example here. I'm going to pause here, and I want you guys to help me support making further videos like this. And if you could like, comment, subscribe and share with your friends, it would be uh, a good help for me, right? And also an encouragement for me. So I'm going to, so this is This is my step here where I'm taking this particular did the order ship from hub on time and further analyze. And that takes to my third step. Now, if you see here, I'm going to ask why was the order delivered late to the customer? Now, this becomes my first why because the order shipped late from the hub. Why was the order shipped late from the hub? Because the agent was not available for pickup. Now, why was the agent not available for the pickup? Because the agent did not receive the roster for the day. So he did not receive that. It was his working day, right? And why did the agent did not receive that it was his working day from the manager? Because manager did not create the roster for him into a time and attendance system or any other system that you can assume. Now, why did that fail? Because uh, potentially manager did not get the notification to create the roster in the system. Now, this kind of helps me understand that as there was no notification enabled for this particular manager, roster was not created, and that becomes my root cause. Now I know that I'll have to go back and fix in the system that the notification has to be enabled, and that is what I'm doing as a preventive action, right? Every time in the future I get a notification for the agents to create a roster, and then I go ahead and do that. This is just a typical example. um, the point that I'm trying to make here is conduct a why analysis to identify root causes, right? Now, these root causes, you might have a question when to stop, um, you know to start, when do you stop asking why. Now, I would say that unless and until you find a problem in the process or a system, you continue to ask this question. For example, if you see that there is a deviation in the process, you'll have to check if the SOP was created, if there is a strong process behind that to not break up that entire chain, or if there is any technical dependency, or if there is any technology dependency or technology failure that you can identify and fix there. Now, this is your root cause. You identify this root cause, you fix this root cause. Now, typically this is how your why analysis would work. I also wanted to share some of the common mistakes we all tend to make, right? We all tend to jump into conclusions, right? So we the moment we hear the first why, um yeah, there is a delay in the hub, right? So I think we'll have to go and fix why there is a delay in the hub, right? So you just straight away jump to the conclusion, or you might have seen some problem before and you try to relate that. Yeah, I have seen that always there is a delay from this particular person, and you tag that error to a person, right? So you kind of mistakes happen, but we cannot tag an error to a person, and rather the next point is assess people and not assess process and not people, right? So every error that happens, please tag it to a process, not a people. So some of the mistakes that I have is oversight errors. Oversight errors is something which is very vague. You have to go back to the process, whether the process, do you have a right process to avoid that particular error or not, right? Unless and until you have a right process, you keep asking those questions, right? And pay attention to the logic because of the cause and effect, right? Your previous why should be linked to your next why. Your previous cause should be linked to your next cause, and you keep asking that there should be a relationship. You should not break the chain, right? So there should be a relationship between your cause and effect. What could have led to this particular, and you keep asking that. Now, this interesting or a powerful tool or a technique was delivered by was delivered by one of the Toyota employee, Sekishi Toyoda, right? He is a Japanese inventor and an industrialist. right? So what I've seen is why analysis is a widely used technique across product and service industries, um, for various things, not only to root cause but for various other things. If you use this technique in a right way, you will have you will be solving the right problem. Now keep in mind that you don't settle down unless and until you find a problem in a process or a technology, right? And not in people. The second point is there could be multiple why analysis that you need to do for one particular issue that you have, because there could be multiple people involved in that particular end-to-end process, which we saw in the first, in the first section, right? I hope you got some insights into it. If you have any questions, do drop in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help you out. And thank you so much for all your love and attention. And we will see you in the next video and the next technique very soon. Thank you so much.